Yeah.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo. Can anyone hear me? Hello, guys. It's me, Tom, here at the bottom. Here, hello, hi. I'm talking right now. I'm Tom from Engineering Samples, and welcome to our first ever live stream. Yeah, this in the middle, right here, is Matteo, our Italian producer, and at the very bottom here, you can see Oliver. Oliver, you can say hello, but both of you can say hello, by the way. Oh.
Yeah, I've unmuted myself. So
No,
hi guys.
I was stupid because I muted you because I didn't want to hear your voice. That's so say it again, please. So Oliver, hello, Oliver. Oliver, can you please announce who you are?
Hey guys, Oliver here. Nice to meet all of you. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, this is Matteo, our Italian friend and producer.
Hello.
Hello, the magician.
Hello.
The Moog magician. The Moog magician. So first of all, I wanted to say that English is not like our mother language, and if I say something wrong, I'm sorry. It's not like I'm a native speaker or something. So I'm giving my best. I'm saying sorry before, so I can talk some weird ass shit and no one is mad.
Same here.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, first of all, we're gonna go through like the notable mentions, and we won't have time to like listen to every entire track all the time because then the stream will take like 2 hours and we don't have time for that. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to skip through certain parts of each track, and then we like talk about why is it only a notable mention, why is it not in the top 10, why is it better than the rest, and all that stuff. Maybe this will like give you some idea of like what you could do better in the track or what was good at this track, and yeah, just giving some feedback. I think this is cool for you, for everyone, and only talking about the top 10 would be like meh, because I think the notable mentions are really good tracks too.
Too much good tracks.
Yeah, exactly. We really had a hard time selecting those tracks, to be honest, because we had a lot of submissions. And yeah, it was like, Oliver, go and like pick your top 10 of the submissions. And I was like, Matteo, pick your top 10. And I chose my top 10. And at the end, we had 30 tracks. It was not like we had like a mixture or something. It was like everyone had different tracks. That was insane. But yeah, let's just start right into it because we won't waste time anymore. And by the way, as you can see in those, like the order has nothing to do with the final result or something. This was completely random, and the clicks don't matter at all. And we're just gonna start with this Eric Cerdan Engineering Samples contest track. I actually don't know if it had a title or not. Maybe it was my mistake, but who cares? And chat, can you please confirm that the sound is good?
Yes. Yeah. Sound is awesome.
Okay, sound is good. Sound is awesome. Sound is okay. Actually, this is not really hard to explain. Could you please add some ad-libs? I can, but I don't know if you want to hear it. So basically, like, this is what I mean. Like, we had so many tracks. Then you press play, and at the beginning, the track starts super cool. Like, interesting sound design, cool synthesizers, and you keep listening and keep listening, and there's actually not much happening. And this is the problem of this track, for example. Like, this is just my opinion. This is like nothing super professional or whatever. This is just it actually, when you look at the waveform, you can see there is no really special arrangement or something. There's nothing really crazy happening in the track. This is like, let me just skip through like small steps, and you actually will hear like the entire same instruments are playing. The drums are the same. There's no really like big tension build up or whatever. Like, you can see what I mean, right? So basically, this is why it was my opinion just a notable mention, because the sound design is insane. The mix sound is good too, but yeah, like the track itself, like the total thing wasn't too interesting for me, at least. I don't know how like Oliver sees it.
Yeah, I think definitely the same. So it seems like there's not a real breakdown or something. So it's pretty repetitive. I would love to see some more variations, automations, filtering stuff, whatever, delay automations. I mean, it's a cool track. It's just like arrangement wise and a little bit more sound design stuff could go on. Yeah, like Tom mentioned earlier. So yeah.
Yeah, Eric, actually insane job. I don't know, like sound design is really good, mix down is really good. Just make the track a bit more interesting, please. Like, put some tension in there, like tell a story or whatever. And yeah, I think next time, like, it will be much better if there is like a bit more arrangement. Yeah, this is basically everything I can say. But I actually like the track so much that it is an auto mention. So good job there. Then we go on with the next. It's Estet Mirage. Estet. Hopefully I said it right. I'm just gonna skip through it again.
Yeah, definitely. Wait, I'll mute this one. Yeah, basically, that Estet track, I hope I pronounced it right. It's pretty cool track. I think all of us, Matteo, Tom, and me, thought it from the beginning. It got nice melodics, it got nice vibe, nice ambience, and at the end, it was more of, honestly, of a mixed sound thing. So I mean, we got we are talking about creativity, mix down, sound design,
like the
arrangement, everything. But the mix is, I think, it's also important. I mean, the track wasn't at a very high volume, so it's not like mastered to the top. But that's not the problem. I think the mix is just like, it's not that tight and that clear, especially when it comes to the low end. Like when I'm hearing it on the big speakers in the studio, it's a bit, rumbling. Like it's not that tight, and for me that was the biggest problem. It's more that like than a sound design or production problem. I think the track itself is pretty cool. I remember we were listening on the tracks when Tom, Matteo, and myself were at home, and I was listening on the MacBook, and then I thought, damn, this track is sick. So it was sick on the MacBook, but on the studio speakers, it was a bit of lacking the mix down. So great job, but the mix I think could be a bit better.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking the same. I think the track is really good. And what about you, Matteo? What do you think about?
Yeah, the track is good. I like a lot the synths and stuff, the sound design in general, and but about the mix, I think there are some problems like clashing and stuff on the top end too. So work on mix.
I think actually that's, I mean, this shows you like how hard it is or how hard it was to like for us to choose the top 10 tracks, because like this track is only in the notable mentions because of like a not so good mix down. Like it's not like the creativity isn't there, or the arrangement isn't there, or the sound design isn't there. Just like the mix down is not that like it's not good enough, just simply. And
which put us on that professional level we would need for the
exactly
top 10,
exactly. This is the only reason. Like, insane job, man. Just work on your mix down.
That's my advice.
Yeah. Okay, so
from a wardrobe.
So next one is Lexant. Hasta que estamos.
Yeah, pretty interesting title.
Yeah. I don't know what it means. Hopefully it's not like bad stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the hi-hat, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so first things first, like I think this was one of the tracks I heard the most from all the submissions we ever had. I think like I started, like, the more I heard the track, the more I started to like understand what this guy is trying to do and what he's trying to like tell us in this, because like, to be honest, he's just trying to tell a story. Like, there's so much emotion in this track, in my opinion. Just from the synth alone, like I don't know, it's, for me, this was one of the top 10 tracks, 100%. But like, after hearing all the tracks, it was so hard, man. Like, Oliver, just tell something about this track, please.
Yeah, definitely. It was pretty hard. I mean, I like this a lot, and it is similar to the track we've heard before with this head track. I think when I hear it on these headphones, I've never listened to the track on these headphones before, just on studio speakers and at home on the MacBook. And it's pretty much the same like before. It's not perfectly working on bigger speakers, so it's that mix down isn't working 100%. I think it's not only mixing wise. it seems that production wise there's something missing. I can't really hear the bass line. I mean, there is a bass line, but it's not on point.
Yeah, like the production itself, it's not like completely done for me. I think this guy would, like, if the contest would have like 2 weeks more time, and this guy had 2 weeks more to work on this track, maybe it would have been a top 10. I don't know. Like, this is actually, as you just said, like, I really like the hi-hat that is coming in here.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as the YXQP guy in the chat just mentioned, the shaker is a bit distracting, and this is actually something that is a bit true. Like, the drums aren't really perfect, and yeah, just compared to all the other tracks, this track wasn't really, in the end, it wasn't really top 10.
Yeah, the last 5% were missing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like either you hadn't enough time, or maybe the last % are missing. I mean,
yeah, and this is something you can learn, and this is why we are giving this feedback, because then maybe you can do it better in the next time. Matteo, do you want to say something about this, or can we keep going?
Yeah, the only thing that I don't like a lot of this track is the synth. That it's too much repetitive.
Yeah. I mean, like I just said, I know what this guy is trying, but maybe like the way he does it is not like the way I think he wants to do it. Like, this is what I mean. What I meant in the beginning. Like, I think I know what this guy is trying, but like the way he does it is not like the way it should be. Yeah, but yeah, as you just said, it's basically 8 bars that is like looped all the time. Yeah, it's actually true. Yeah.
I mean, of course, the guys have to use our samples. So if the sample is repetitive, then it's repetitive. So you would have to use more, whatever, plug-in automation, filtering, reverb. Maybe you could more automation stuff, add automation
exactly.
stuff.
Exactly.
On this one, yeah.
Okay, then let's keep going with the next one. This is Maurice Lessing, Infinity. I think I heard Maurice Lessing already. I think this guy has some releases on Revealed, like Hardwell's label, and Hexagon. I think it was Hexagon, right? Like Don Diablo's label.
I think it was Spinnin' in Hexagon, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I definitely heard this name before. That's just, yeah, I'm just gonna skip through it. Okay, first of all, I think it's cool that it's not a techno track, because yeah, I mean, as you guys know, like Engineering Samples is a lot, like, we like techno a lot, and we produce a lot of techno samples, and
yeah,
techno is actually like my favorite genre. But I don't know if you guys knew, but Oliver and I have a really big EDM background, to be honest. Like 8 years ago or something, like EDM was the shit for us.
10 years ago.
Oh yeah, 10 years ago. Like, yeah, the golden times, I know.
Of course.
Yeah. So actually we have a bit experience like with this kind of genre, and we heard like this guy's tracks that he has on Spinnin' and Hexagon, and the tracks were insane. And then we heard this one, and it sounds like not finished, to be honest. Like the drop, maybe it's just me. Like, my personal opinion is that I just don't like the entire idea of the track. I don't know. I think it's well done. I really like how it starts and all that stuff. But I'm like, I don't know if it's usual to make like a clap on every kick in 2021. I don't know if it's still a thing or not. I actually have no idea. Maybe Oliver can say something about that. Like, I have no idea.
Yeah, back then in 2010, it was the track. All the track starts with kick and clap. I was a big fan of this. I think it was me who was chosen this track in the.
Yeah, you wanted this track to be in the notable mentions. Yes.
Yeah, because I mean, it's one of my favorite tracks when it comes to melodics, harmonies, and this stuff. It's like real epic. It's the right word, I think. It's I was yeah, how can I say that? A bit sad that there's just some production missing. It's like the track is like it's at 80% or something. So there are like maybe an additional lead synth with a big detuned saw wave, so that EDM layer isn't there, I think. So it's a production thing and a mix thing, but the idea, the vibe, and the harmonics, the melodies, it's pretty amazing. So I love it because I'm still a big fan of
you're still an EDM boy. Yeah, you're an EDM boy still.
Yeah, the old EDM is amazing. I mean, I'm not talking about Tiesto or
yeah, I know what you mean. Like the golden days. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, golden days. But yeah, so I think this track has to be in the notable mentions.
Okay. Matteo, anything?
No.
Okay. Then
please finish this one.
Yeah, it should be finished. Yes, actually true. Mesotech, The Journey. It's so hard to skip through. It's such a cool intro, man. I don't know. I can't. It breaks my heart to skip it, but I have to. It's just, we are wasting too much time otherwise. Yeah. Yeah, again. The idea of the track is so good, man, but like the production isn't. Like I don't want to be mean or something. This was just my honest opinion. Like the track idea is so good. Like when I started listening, I was like super excited, but then the drop came in and I liked the kick and all, like everything was happening, but then this synth, I don't like this synth at all at this place, but I think what this guy was trying to do is I think he used like 3 different synth samples from the signature folder, and I think it's too much actually. I just think it's too much.
Yeah.
This one is cool. This one is cool, and the drums are fine. The arrangement like in my opinion, the arrangement is fine. I don't like this part either. Yeah, but again, like I think this is a perfect example of like having one of the best ideas ever, and then like maybe not like the best production level it could be. I think, yeah, if this track would be done the way that this guy wanted it to be done, I think this is a number one then, in my opinion. But yeah, Oliver, go on, please.
Yeah, less percents of productions are missing, I think, and the mix is a bit, yeah, it's not that clear and tight again. It's like a bit of rumbling in the low end. So again, mixdown isn't at 100%, productions isn't at 100%, but the creativity is awesome. I love the intro. A great song.
Yeah, exactly my thought. Yeah, Matteo?
As Oliver said, the mix is not the best, but yeah, it's very creative, the intro, and I think the best advice is keep it simple.
Yeah, less is more.
Less is more. It's the best advice.
It's actually true. Like, this is a good example because back in the day when Oliver and I like had this EDM live 10 years ago. Yeah, you too. Yeah, actually true. Yeah, like I don't know if you guys remember, but having like creating like progressive house tracks would mean like that you have like 80 tracks in Ableton and you layer like a lead sound 20 times to make it even bigger and better, and everyone was like, you have to put another layer on that, but techno isn't like that. Like, you can actually create a cool techno track with like 15 tracks or something. It's not a problem. Less is more. Like, I think working on
we have
this...
a perfect example coming up later.
Yeah, actually true. But yeah. So I think like focusing on the sounds that you have and making them better is much like it's much more efficient than putting more stuff into the track. This is basically...
I think that's why analog synthesizers and that special stuff is so cool and unique in techno music and underground music, because you don't need like 5 lead sounds layered. You just need like one great synth with a nice, unique, organic sound. And I think that's why a lot of people love that analog shit.
Okay, let's keep on going with Mindset Shapes. Actually, this track gave me like Flume vibes. Like, I remember, I think Oliver, you and I, we have been on a Flume concert, right? Have you been with me?
Yeah.
I think we have been on a few Flume concerts, like I don't know, 5 years ago or something, and we love good future bass music, man. Like, it's so, like, I think the only problem, in my opinion, this track has is again arrangement, and it's just like the entire thing is a bit too like repetitive.
Repetitive.
Yeah, it's just like, when you're listening, I mean, making a comparison to Flume would be a bit hard now, but
that's unfair. Yeah.
Yeah, but if I'm comparing like to other futures, there's every time there's something new happening. Basically, like there's another LFO automation, there's another like whatever. Something is always happening, and it's just. I think this is the only problem this track has. Like I was super excited when I heard this first because it was actually the only future-based submission that we had, and yeah, this is 100% a notable mention. But just for the fact that it is too repetitive, it's only a notable mention and not a top 10. But actually, really, really good job. I think the sound design is insane. I think the mixdown is good. It sounds good on speakers. It sounds good in my car. It sounds good on headphones. I was actually super hyped about this track. It was just like, after hearing it twice or 3 times, it was just like, yeah, it's a bit repetitive. Yeah. This was my major problem. I think it was all of our everyone had the same opinion there.
Yeah, a bit too basic. Where repetitive, basic.
Yeah, maybe in this case, you can pick a vocal.
For example,
vocal would help a lot.
Yeah, or vocal chops put over.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, something.
Yeah.
But this part here, this actually gave me so big like Flume vibes here. Like this part. Man, I want to go back to the concert. Yeah, good job, man. Who was it? Mindset. Yeah. I think it's German guys, by the way. So, Grüße gehen raus.
Hallo.
Good job, man. Next one is Tuco and John Ravioli.
Ravioli.
Really? Yeah, he said, thanks, guys. Thanks for the feedback. Flume is one of his biggest inspirations. Yeah. There you go. So keep working, man. Next year, we're going to do the same contest again.
Yeah.
And now, Ravioli.
Ravioli.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, so it was Tuco and John Ravioli. I think, as you can see, like the master is on at the limit. This is like, I think the
one of the loudest tracks.
Yeah, one of the loudest tracks, 100%. And I think these guys know what they are doing. The only so my first opinion was I don't like the kick. This was like my first reaction when I heard the track. And I don't know. I think you can actually hear that these guys aren't new to the game. Like, they know how to produce music. They know, like, I can actually imagine these guys are like a DJ duo or whatever and playing some gigs wherever they come from. I think they're from Spain or something. I think these guys are actually like good producers in my opinion. What I just don't like about the track was like some synths, and yeah, I think the kick drum. I think you could have used a better kick drum, and it would have changed the entire track. but this is just my personal opinion. Maybe Oliver can do or say something more constructive than I can.
Yeah, I think the kick. I mean, the kick is half of the track because it's one of these kicks playing everything, like with a pretty long tail, like these tonal kicks. I think main problem for me is the sound design of the synths. It seems to
exactly. Some synths were a bit
a hard techno kick combined with some EDM.
Wait, let me. I think some of the synths used actually reminded me of some Melbourne Browns, like 5 years old Melbourne Browns music.
Yeah.
Wait, let me search. Yeah. Like this, right? And this is the exact synth that I'm in. Like, this actually reminds me of some, like...
Yeah.
So, maybe some drums behind, they say. Oh, Tukon John I in chat, actually. Let's go, rave for you. Maybe some drums behind. No, I think what would have helped the track a lot is maybe some people like the track. And the kick, for example. Maybe some people like the kick. It's just my personal opinion. I think... Like, if you would have used... Maybe it's just the top kick. Or maybe, like, the... I don't know. It's really hard to explain. I think another kick would have made the track much better. And, like, as Oliver just mentioned, the synth sound design... Like, some synth just sounded, like, out of place. Like, they...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like two genres combined.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like you guys are used to like produce Melbourne Browns like 5 years ago, and now you started producing like techno. It's just like nothing bad. Like I just don't want to be mean or something.
Yeah,
it's just
maybe people love this new combination of sounds. I don't know.
I think the problem, like the biggest problem for me is the synth, and then like in my opinion you could have changed the kick and make the drops a bit like darker and. Like, for example, here. I think if the kick is a bit more aggressive in low end, like a bit more like maybe you could have used like a cool rumble or something that makes the kick like more like it's so hard to explain. I just don't like the kick. This is just what I can say. And
I think this is clear now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, but I cannot give you like constructive feedback.
We have problem.
Yeah, but all in all, it's a cool track.
Yeah, it's 100% a cool track, man. Like I actually know what like these guys actually 100% know what they are doing. I can imagine those guys playing or DJing in clubs before Corona, obviously. And yeah, I think the synths are the problem, and for me, the kick is a problem. Maybe Matteo wants to say something still.
Yeah, maybe the vocal at one minute.
Chops.
Like, there is a vocal.
At 1 minute? Wait, let me play it. Oh, you mean the?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't like it like the kick, and the synth. Maybe you can change or swap something with an acid bass line.
Yeah. Okay, he's going this way now. He's going this way.
Yeah, that's cool.
Always acid. No, I don't think I think Oliver made it the biggest point. Like it sounds like there's two genres combined into one track, and I think some sounds like some sounds sound like out of place. And I think all in all, like the mix sound is really good. The master is really good. As you can see, it's like it's pushed to the limit. Like these guys actually know what they are doing. It's just like, it sounds like there's a mixture of some genres, and it's not like one entire thing that is glued together, making one unit. It's just like super, sounds. I don't know. It's a good track.
Yeah,
great job. I think you understand what we are trying to say.
Yeah.
Actually, good job, man. And it was
actually for the next one, yes.
And it was actually the loudest submission that we had. So I think it was the only one that mastered it mastered the track to the limit. So props to this one.
Wait, I think Zeltag.
Oh yeah,
Also pretty low.
We're coming to this later. We have to talk about this Vostok guy. He's in chat too. I saw that. His track was called Orion, and this was actually close to be a top 10 too, like all of them. But I have to say something. I'm gonna skip through it and then we talk. Yes, this was Vostok from Belgium with the track Orion, and I think this guy actually likes Prida. This was like the vibes he was. Yeah, this track was giving me like some Prida vibes. I don't know. Like I remember we have been at ADE. I think it was. I don't know if it was an Eric Bridge show or a Prida show or I don't know, but yeah, this was giving me like this prog techno vibe.
Yeah, that bassline thing.
Yeah, exactly.
And the lead synth.
Yeah, maybe Oliver should say something because I will just say the entire the same thing all over again, like in the last track. So maybe you should start here.
This one was really difficult because it's great and it's wow. We talked a lot about this track because first it was in the top 10, then it wasn't in the top 10, it was in the top 10, and then it wasn't. Yeah. So I like it. It's a great track. It's got cool vibes. It's rolling, got some nice energy, cool elements. Sound design is there. Mixdown isn't at 100%, but it's okay. It's cool. The last few percent are missing. Something is missing. I don't know what it's exactly, but maybe some more lovely details, some more automations. Maybe one more interesting synth or element.
Yeah, like he's using this one synth here. Like, and it's fine. Like you don't like, even though it is a bit repetitive. I think for this kind of genre, like this kind of genre is still repetitive. Like this progressive techno house, whatever you want to call it, is built around like a small amount of sounds, a few elements, and you have to build up the energy and make like I think this is one of the hardest genres to create in terms of like automations, because you have to write so many automations there, and you have to bring up so many elements to the drop that to build this big energy drop in the end. And I think for me, like, this is not exactly happening in this drop, because like you would assume that this is a breakdown here, and there is a breakdown, but like the part, like the bridge until to the drop and then the drop is not like so satisfying for me, at least. Like, do you understand what I mean? Like, Oliver, maybe, or Matteo, do you want to say something about this track?
Yeah, it's a nice track. first of all, but I think maybe it's all about automation and stuff. But maybe you can put like toms, toms, or a bass, but not straight bass line, like a rhythmic bass line.
Yeah, I think like just one more element is missing.
Yeah, maybe it's the tom.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit
I
more
mean,
percussion. Maybe
when it comes to this genre, you have to make the most of a few elements. That's why it's so difficult. And I think either it needs one more element or it needs some more automation and interesting effects. So like the build up to the second drop.
Yeah,
there could be something like a crazy feedback delay lifting up, endless reverb.
And maybe make the build up even like 30 seconds longer even in this genre.
So there's more tension and energy, and I think that's the last.
Yeah, but really good job, man. Like we bounced this track out of the top 10, put it in again, bounce it off again. Like that was a bit. Yeah, I'm a bit sad that we don't have a top 11, but yeah, it is what it is. So thank you guys so much that you actually participated.
Definitely.
Really, really good tracks here. And you were all really close to getting into the top 10. And don't stop making music. You all guys, you know what you're doing, and we love your tracks. It was just like such small things. It's not like we are super professionals and we are like, we know everything and you have to do what we are saying and blah, blah, blah. Like we don't know everything. It's just our opinion. Like
it's a matter of taste.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the tracks were different.
And we make music for more than 10 years now, so this is just like our experience that we have, and maybe it's helping you for your next productions or maybe the next contest next year or whatever. So I think we can close this not to be mentioned topic. The live stream is now we are streaming for 1 hour now, so this is perfectly fine, and we actually should start talking about the top 10. And
and
do we want to start with the top 10? I don't know. Explain. Let me just say something. Like all these tracks that you hear in this top 10, in my opinion, are actually insane. Like some of them could actually be on big labels out there, having a big artist name in front, and no one would like ask who it is or something, and everyone was just listening to the music. I think in my opinion, some of those tracks are really, really professional, and some of them are really standing out compared to others. And I think it was the hardest decision for us was actually to find a top 5 out of those top 10, man. I think this was took some time. Yeah, so long, man. Holy fuck. Okay, so we just start with Simlist Hover, and we're gonna talk about it in the end. Oh, first of all, dude, I'm sorry that I have to skip through this track because I know it's not working when you skip through it. I know it.
One of those tracks.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that you can't skip, but I have to I'm sorry, man. Please, everyone that wants to listen to this track, we have an open playlist on our SoundCloud, so you can listen to every single track. I think Simdist Hover was a track that Oliver actually wanted to be in the top 10, so maybe he should start talking about it.
Yes. Yeah. So I really like this track. Again, difficult to choose because it's really different to other tracks, because we have a lot of techno, hard techno, and this is like real ambient stuff with that drum bass, drums. I love the vibe. I love the atmosphere. I think when it comes to things you could improve, it would be not that much, because it sounds great. It's only I feel like the drums, especially the kick, have to come more out of the mix. Like the kick is a bit.
Yeah, the kick was going out. The kick was a bit. I don't know if it's just too quiet, or maybe maybe it was just too quiet.
Yeah, so the drums are not that tight and in your face.
Yeah, the
track needs.
In my opinion, you could have fixed that with a mix in the mix down. It's just a mix down thing with the drums.
I think it's a mix down thing, yeah. Because sound design is cool. I love the vibe. I love the atmosphere. It's pretty cool.
Matteo?
Yeah. This one is amazing. I like it a lot. I like the piano. Don't remember where is the piano, but there is a piano with a melody, top melody.
Yeah, let me skip. Wait. Yeah.
The piano.
It sounds like that good old Nexus ambient
piano. A classic.
We all
actually true. Yeah. Like I actually like it's hard for me to talk about this track because like Matteo and Oliver are actually the both guys that wanted this track to be in the top 10. For me, it was like a notable mention. But like after listening to this track more than 5 times, I actually started to like it even more. Like I think the more you hear this track, the more you start to like it. And for me, I think the only problem for me was just a small mix down thing. But it's a good track. It's in the top 10, dude. Amazing job, man. This is actually like one of the reasons why we like doing community stuff, because we can start listening to stuff that you guys produce, maybe produce stuff with our samples even, and this is really, really cool to see, and yeah, really, really good tracks. But you like everything what you're listening to more and more, bro, dude. Actually, do you like Wham! Last Christmas when you hear it like 2,400 times every single Christmas? Do you like it even more after 40 years? I don't think so, dude. Like it's like for me, this track is super annoying. Like there's so many tracks I hate when I listen.
I mean,
it's a grower. It's a grower. He says, "Yeah, Last Christmas is a grower."
Yeah. Every Christmas is getting better and better.
Yeah. Last Christmas will be at its peak in like 1,000 years, dude. Like, oh my god, how can you hate that? Yeah. So yeah, Simdist.
It's a great track.
Yeah, Simdist. Thank
Nothing
you for...
against Wham! I still love it.
Yeah. You are listening to it in summertime too, right?
Why not?
Yeah. But no, I'm actually not sharing this opinion that if you're listening to stuff more, then you like it more. I think you can hear tracks to death when you hear it too much. Yeah, I have like personal tracks that I heard too much and I cannot listen to them anymore. But I think like in terms of understanding tracks that are made like this, I think it's actually cool if you're like listening to it like 2, 3, 4 times or whatever, and then you start actually like maybe finding new sounds that you didn't like heard before or whatever. Like, it's just storytelling is cool, and yeah, everything around that. So thank you for participating, Simdis. Really, really good job. We loved your track, and we should continue with Charles Davis' Dissolution. Oh, this track is so good. Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so first things first, I actually love the fact that he used the vocal of Matteo. Like, I'm always hearing Matteo singing, like pre-processing. like I heard the raw vocal. And let me just wait. I have to search the part. Yeah. Yeah, by the way, the professional singer in this track is Matteo. You can see him here. Man, yeah, like, oh my god, this track. I actually, like, sorry guys, but I don't have anything bad to say about this track. Maybe Oliver has to say something. I don't know.
It's pretty hard because I really like this track. There's a lot of stuff which is amazing. So it's hard to find something which isn't working in this track. I think the only thing to mention is there is happening a lot, maybe too much. So
yeah. Wait. I have the perfect example because I was skipping to this part right here, which is basically the last part of the drop and going into the break. And I think in this part there's actually too much happening. Look here. Like, I think you can get rid of like 5 sounds there, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think also the second drop was even.
Yeah,
that's the only thing to mention. I think I really love the breakdown, that almond break. Always a big fan of this.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. So,
Matteo, do you have something to say about this track?
Yeah, only a thing. I mean, before the last drop, I don't like the Hammond break.
You don't like the Hammond break?
No, I mean I like it, but filter. Just need a filter, a cutoff.
Oh yeah.
A low pass. Yeah.
You mean here?
Yeah, maybe it's too much bright.
Yeah. Like pre-drop, it should be like so bright. Yeah, bright is actually a good word there.
Yeah.
So a small mix down thing there, and maybe reduce a bit of sounds. This is basically the only feedback that we can give, because I actually love this track.
Yeah. Amazing.
And now we're talking like this is by like the next track, Zeltak, Engineering on Acid. I think the mastering engineer of this track was on acid too. I don't know. Like, this is actually the loudest track that in the entire submission pool. Like, I think SoundCloud is reducing the waveform a bit. Like, when you throw this track into like Ableton or something, it's just like a Snickers bar. Like, the waveform is just like a bar. It's like, it's so loud, man. But yeah, let's just listen and then we talk about it. Oh man, I love those like druggy techno tracks, man. Like, it's just like, I don't want it. It's not. I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just like, so I actually I'm the underground techno guy from like all three of us. Like, I'm the actual underground techno guy. Like, you can go to like every after hour party with me, and I'm like raving all day, and everything is fine. Like, I'm that guy. And the problem is, for me with this track, is I don't like the first half and I don't like the outro because of that one single synth. This is my only problem. Yeah, exactly. This is the synth I don't like a lot. Maybe this is just personal preferences, but for me it's just annoying. I don't see it there. Like, this, for me it's just annoying. Like this sound here. Because like, if you start the track here, it's insane. Yeah, bro. He says, "Oh, I love that synth." Yeah, I mean, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have like used it in your track, right? I mean, it's just my personal opinion. I just don't like this synth here. I like how you used our acid sample in the like as the main theme, because you actually have been the only guy that made a like good sounding acid track, and I really like acid techno. But yeah, I think maybe you just didn't hit like my personal preference with this one synth, and this was maybe my only problem with the track. Maybe Oliver can say something more constructive here.
I think this one was really close. It was super hard because it's nearly on point.
Bro, it's in the top 10 even. Like, what are you talking? It's super close.
I know. Yeah. It was super difficult because it's amazing. It got that Amelie Lenz vibes. I'm a big fan of the 303, which is really driven the shit out of the bass line. It's really smashing. So super high energy level. I can really feel being in Berlin.
Dude,
just really dark club.
Yeah, just imagine being at Berghain in Berlin and the track starts like this. Everything is dark, like, oh my god, man.
Yeah, instant goosebumps.
Like, perfect.
Yeah.
But everything before, I just don't like. I don't know. Matteo, can you say something? Or are you finished, Oliver?
Yeah, same here. Basically, that sound is a bit annoying. I mean, these tracks often have annoying synths playing weird melodies.
I think they have to have like some like weird ass annoying stuff in there to like maybe like defunction the people's brain on the dance floor. I think this is what it's aiming to
make you go trippy.
Yeah, without drugs. Yeah. And then imagine this with drugs. Oh my god. No.
Yeah.
No, for me, good track. I just don't like that one sound. Maybe Matteo, do you have something more?
Yeah, I mean, me too. I like the track, but I don't like the synth.
Yeah, I think all in all, it's Mixdown is there. Like,
yeah, it's smashing.
Yeah.
He says without the trippy weird synth, the acid part won't kick in that hard.
Yeah, I think you would need another element, like another annoying.
Yeah, no. And I'm not saying like leave this weird synth, annoying synth out and don't exchange it with something else. Like you cannot do that, obviously, because then this entire part would be empty. Like this would only be drums. Sure. Like you have to use something else there, obviously. But yeah, maybe just not this synth. Yeah, bro, like, I don't know. This was just my I mean, you're still in the top 10, dude. Like, you are, like, one of the 10 best tracks that we had, like, that we got.
And he's German.
Yeah, and he's German. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grüße gehen raus.
Ja, starke Nummer.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to keep on going, because we still have 6 tracks, and then we have to announce the top 5 too. And yeah, we are streaming for more than 1 hour and 20 minutes now, so yeah, maybe this is getting annoying for the people, so we should keep on listening to Da Fingers. Gotta do what you gotta do. I think this guy is, I don't know where he came from.
Is it French?
I can't remember, actually. Maybe he's in chat. He's in chat. Da Fingers, where you from? We forgot. But I'm gonna listen regardless, and then we talk about it later on.
The fingers on the beat.
Yo, he just said he's from the US, so greetings to the States, man.
Yeah.
Thanks for your submission, dude. Like, you have been the only. I'm just gonna call it hip hop. Maybe it's. I'm actually not like super. How do you call it? Familiar, like to the subgenres that hip hop and trap and whatever it's called has. Like, there will be like, for example, techno has like 25,000 subgenres. It might be the same with hip hop. Like, I don't want to say something wrong, so I'm just gonna call it hip hop here. And actually, like. Like, I think when I talked to Oliver while listening to this track first, and I was like, dude, imagine like a Drake vocal on that, like, or Lil Wayne vocal or whatever, just like a cool rapper on top. Like, it would be insane, dude. Like, oh my
definitely.
God.
So this is something totally different, most different track of all submissions. And yeah, I was talking like, is he from French, because he got some dirty French inspirations. So like when I'm listening to Sebastian or that French house guys, but it's still got these hip hop vibes. So I'm a big fan. I love it. Nothing is on the grid. It's like real wonky.
Yeah, like it has to be.
That's great. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, really cool and really, really creative. Chopping the synthesizers, that trance gate.
Let's call Drake, he says. Okay, wait. Drake, yo. Yeah. I have a track. No, so yeah, it's for me it's like mind-blowing that you can use like I think like 90% of the samples out of the contest pack have been like techno samples, or let's say like electronic music sample. Like, most of them have been techno samples, and you just took our techno samples and created this with that. And I was like, how? Wait, I have to check, like, how? So I was checking in the submission form, because that's one of the reasons why we wanted to, like, have you informing us about, like, what samples you actually use, because then we could, like, see the creative part that you did. And you actually destroyed our samples, chopped them, pitched them, and did some really, really creative stuff. And you definitely like got the creativity was like the highest level there, in my opinion. It was insane.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Matteo, want to say something about this track, or?
Oh, I mean, in terms of creativity, it's the best.
Yeah, 100%. In my opinion too. Like, just imagine being a techno guy and you're like participating in a hip hop contest, and you take like the hip hop samples and use it in a melodic techno track or something. Like I never would think about that. And he did it so good. Like it was clear that it has to be a top 10. It had to be a top 10. 100%.
Super rough.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah.
So good job there, man. Like, we actually love having some hip hop stuff from time to time. We're gonna keep on going with Chris Bygrove. I hope you call it Bygrove. Bygrove? Yeah, it should be Bygrove, right?
Bygrove.
No, Bygrove, no. Then it would be double O.
Yeah.
Bygrove. Chris Bygrove. I'm just gonna say Bygrove, and the track is called Ascension. Oh, where do I start? As you guys might know, like, we create a lot of melodic techno samples, and we are listening to a lot of melodic techno, and we visit a lot of afterlife parties. Like, for example, every year we have been to Amsterdam Dance Festival, and we always wanted to visit the afterlife party. It's just like we love melodic techno, and like, in terms of feedback, I think something we can really like, I think our experience with melodic techno is so big, or so like good, that we actually can give good feedback on tracks to make them like perfect, in my opinion. Like, we actually helped some people out there already to get a release on good labels, because we helped them with a mix down or whatever, and just gave feedback and all that stuff. And I think melodic techno is one of the genres that we can give really constructive feedback on. And on this track, I actually can say this needs like 1 week more work, and it could have been released on Afterlife. This is just my opinion. Like, it's just a bit, there's a bit stuff missing, but I think this might be a time problem. But for me, like, the synth here, like, with the synth, he just killed me. Like, like, everything is perfect in this synth. Like, everything is just perfect, for me at least. Like, I think in terms of like arrangement, maybe a bit more tension, make it a bit more, how do you call it? Make it a bit more interesting in that like end part here. Maybe the second drop needs one more element to make it a bit more different to the first thing here. But this is everything I can say. Maybe. Oh, by the way, he's in chat. Sub from Canada. Yo, sub. Welcome from Germany all the way to Canada, man. We had our first baby boy. Indeed, a time thing. Yeah, dude, I can relate. Like, I'm a dad for 9 months now, and I know, like, sleepless nights and all that stuff. But yeah, congrats to the dad life now, and thank you for participating. Maybe Matteo wants to say something, and then afterwards Oliver can continue.
I like it. The only thing that I have to say is work more on automation and tension, but the same that Tom said. So same things.
Yeah, just automation, make it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, a bit more movement.
Yeah. Oliver?
Yeah, I think it's really hard to find something negative about the track. Really love it. I think Chris combined all the elements in the right way. So again, just a little bit more details, but that always takes the most time in those tracks to write all these automations. But it sounds great. The mix sounds great. It's fun to hear on big speakers. And yeah, amazing. It's really great.
Yeah, thank you for participating, man. Like, really. I actually enjoyed listening to this track a lot. Like, I actually saved this to my personal playlist. Well, yeah. Just summing up, give this track like a bit more time. Work on like movement, automations, tension. Make it a bit more interesting, and the track is done.
Yeah.
You can send it to labels if you want. Like,
yeah,
there will be a response. Yeah, you should actually. We're gonna continue with Radical Dreamer with the track called Xeno. Yeah. Radical Dreamer is in chat. He says, hello from Mexico. Oh my god, dude. Oliver, just think about that, man. Like, imagine I would have said to you like 5 years ago when we sat in our small studio creating samples that we just somehow, like, someday reach people in Canada and Mexico and US and whatever.
Yeah,
like,
Russia, I think Sindis
Oh
is
my
from
god,
Russia.
like,
It's crazy.
this is something I like about music, man. Like, it's insane. We just reached like so many people on the world, man. It's actually, I don't,
Yeah,
I
that's
just,
amazing.
yeah, I love it. I actually love it. Maybe Oliver, please start talking about the track, Radical
Yeah.
Dreamer Xeno.
Yeah, it's sick track. It got massive energy. There's a lot of great stuff happening in this track. I think. What I can say is the low end seems to be a bit lacking. Like when you hear it on bigger speakers and also on headphones, you hear like a little bit maybe sub bass is missing. So this would give that little piece of energy which is missing in the track. I think otherwise it's massive. Yeah, I really like it.
Right, let me just skip again to the drop. Yeah, low end. Yeah. There could have been a bit more low end, to be honest. Yeah. Matteo, what's your opinion?
Yeah, I like it. I like the energy.
The energy is insane, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think that lacking in the low end too, a bit. But
I think
with a better mix, it's a train.
Yeah, especially these tracks, they live from having immense sub bass going on. You know, like we're having balls, and super important. I mean, if you have I don't know, a pop song, maybe it would be that problematic to the song, but this song needs a big bass.
The track has to function in the club with with a big sub and big speakers and all that, and there's something missing in the low end, in my opinion. I don't know if it has to be like a good sub bass or a big rumble or something. Yeah, this is basically all the feedback we can give you, because otherwise, good production, good mix down, everything.
Yeah.
So next guy is PanDem. I remember this guy is from Amsterdam, I think.
Yeah.
And he called his track "Engineering Sample Contest."
Nice track title.
But yeah, who cares? I just said like the people have to mention Engineering Samples Contest in the track name, so he did everything right? And I don't know if he's in chat actually, but we're just listening and then we talk. Oh, and by the way, I actually remember this intro, and I cannot skip this, so we have to listen to that entirely. And Sulat is in chat. Okay, so Sulat in chat is PanDem. So we're gonna listen to the intro because it breaks my heart to skip this. Dude, this atmosphere isn't from us, right?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either. Matteo, do you remember? Like, Matteo and I had this idea of, like, before Corona, Matteo and I had this idea of when we are on vacation or something, we just wanted to record, like, sounds of different cities. And then create a cool sample pack or, like, just a cool pack out of it. And call it, like, Sounds of City series. And then you have, like, atmospheres from London, for example, atmospheres from Barcelona, whatever. And I think this is one of the best examples, like how I wanted the atmospheres to sound like here in the beginning. Like, this could have been me, like, standing there, like, recording in a subway station or something. I don't know. Like, I like this atmosphere. That's actually cool, man. Regarding this track, I think Oliver is the best one that can talk about this here.
Yeah. So this one's really great. It's hard to find something negative about this track, I think. It sounds great. There's a lot which I really, really like. The panning is nice. The leveling is nice. The whole mixdown is great. I think only thing is maybe a little bit more variation. Maybe I'm not sure. I mean, it's really difficult to say, something negative about this track.
Yeah, I mean, if you,
I really like it.
In my opinion, if you talk like just that like there is some tracks on Afterlife where I would like discuss with Oliver and say like, yeah, I would have changed that, I would have done this, I would have done that, but in the end, it is a release on Afterlife, right? So it's a good track. So I think in this case, this is only a personal preference thing. That what Oliver just said with the personal with the variation and stuff. Like, I don't know. Like for me, this track is insane. Like I like it. I don't think it needs any changes at all, in my opinion. I think maybe sometimes there's maybe like 1 or 2 sounds too much, but in the end, like what you did, like in the breakdown here, like just listen. Wait, I'm gonna search the part again. Yeah, there. Like delay feedback automations and all that kind of stuff. That is something I really like to see, man. Like you actually know like how to make automations, and this is something I really like here. I actually have no idea. Like I cannot give you feedback, man. Like I actually don't know if I actually would be able to produce this kind of track myself. So I know that Oliver and Matteo can,
Right.
so maybe they can add something, but I just can't. I like it. This is everything I can say. Thank you for participating, man.
Yeah.
Matteo?
I like it.
That's a word.
Yeah.
Period. I like it. Done.
I don't know. It's a personal taste. I mean, I like it, but
Yeah, I mean,
maybe-
maybe for some people it could have it could be a bit more interesting sometimes. It could have some variations sometimes, but this is, in my opinion, it's just personal preference.
Yeah, or get more creative on the loops. You know, like the synth loop is playing. Da, 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 da. Maybe you can cut it or get more creative on this. But this is a matter of taste. You don't have to. So it's difficult to say. It's a great track. This guy knows definitely what he's doing.
Yes.
He's using the right sounds.
Yes.
Nice drums. Nice the right. Sounds nice.
Okay. So thank you for participating, man. Thank you very much. Really, really good track. Next one is Blankvision Zalmoxis. I don't know. I know this guy's German. I have no idea how to pronounce Zalmoxis. Zalmoxis. Zalmoxi.
Maybe it's French. Yeah.
Zalmoxois. Yeah, we're just gonna listen and then we talk. Puh. Oh. Ja, Grüße gehen raus an die Deutschen da draußen, weil ich weiß, dass der Junge Deutsch ist.
Ja.
Insane Dude. Like
Sagt
vibe.
stark.
Sulat just said, great vibe. Mix is also on point. Like this is something I cannot agree with.
Me too.
Because I think the mix is not on point. I don't know, like where you guys are listening to the track right now. I'm listening to it on my headphones here, as you can see. But on these headphones, the track sounds insane. Like I'm like, yeah, okay. But then, like I have some big old Klein and Hummel speakers here, and I have a sub down there. And if I'm listening to like to the track there, it's not perfectly mixed. Like there's some like. It lacks a bit like clarity in the low end, and it sounds a bit messy when you hear it loud. I think this is really, in my opinion, the only thing that bothers me about this track is only the mixdown. I think everything else is perfect. Like the way he uses synths, the way he destroys our samples, the way he uses like FX, the way he makes automations, everything is perfect. It's just like I'm not cool with the mixdown. This is everything. Low
this guy
end.
definitely knows what he's doing. It's really cool. It's again the mixdown thing. Kicks up isn't on point, but the track itself is amazing. I love the sound design. Great work.
Matteo is muted. Unmute yourself and talk again, please.
I'm back. In my opinion, I don't like the kick. I mean the top end of the kick, because it's too much muddy. I don't know. Sounds a bit strange.
Yeah, maybe it's easier to change the kick instead of EQing the kick.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's a sample problem.
This maybe you can change the kick. Then I don't like maybe the hi-hat, the EQ on the hi-hats sounds so a lot harsh to me.
You mean harsh?
I don't know.
Yeah, in the top end, yes.
Yeah, and also FX inside the track, and I don't like a lot the FX at the end of the track. the
Yeah.
the downlifter.
Yeah,
Because
wait.
it sounds a bit out of key. I don't know.
Sounds out of key. Wait, let me check again. Yeah. I know what you mean there.
Yeah, but everything else is nice. Sound design is dope.
No, the track is insane, man. I actually like the track. It's just the mix sound, dude. Like, produce tracks and give it to a mixer, to a professional mixer. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is basically everything we have to say. Like,
finish the mix down.
Don't take this wrong or something.
Yeah.
Like, we love your track. Thank you for participating. It's just like when you're listening to the track loud, it starts to sound muddy in the low end, and maybe a bit too crispy in the top end too. This is everything I can say. Like, don't change anything in the arrangement. Don't change anything in automations or whatever. Everything is fine.
Yeah.
Like the way you used. I was confused there because there was Thomas was in the background, right?
Yeah, my studio neighbor just.
Yeah.
Lego
stuff.
He's stealing microphones again, right?
No, he got enough.
Okay. Yeah, hey, Blankvision, thank you very much, man. Like, really cool track. Thank you.
Yeah, is Blankvision a duo or one guy?
I think it's one German guy.
It's one German guy. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
So.
Blankvisions.
He says, all good. Time was running low for my mixdown. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can tell. Like, I'm sorry, but yeah, this is the only bad thing about this track. Like, listening to that on headphones is perfectly fine, but yeah, when you're listening to on big speakers, it's not really on point. Next one is Cailum Staats. I hope I said it right. This guy's from Ireland, I think.
Yeah.
I think it was Ireland, yes.
Yeah.
And yes, we're gonna talk about it after listening. Okay, when I thinking back to my first reaction when I ever heard this track, I think my first reaction was like, this has to be a live track. Like, this is not something that is programmed inside a DAW or something. This is something that this guy made live on hardware stuff. Like, this was my first thought when I heard this track. This track might confuse some people out there because they cannot really understand what it means to make this kind of track with only hardware stuff and record it live and do all this stuff like live. This is like, I asked this guy if he actually sent us footage of how he created the track, and everything was analog. Like, that was insane, man. Like, he had it wires everywhere, everything was patched, and he was like jamming around on his stuff, and basically this entire track was a creation of just jamming around. And this is something I really, really appreciate, because making live music these days with hardware analog synthesizers is super rare. And the more I listened to this track 10 times, and I think after the 10th time I started to like actually understand the entire track. Like, what is this guy trying to say? What is this guy doing with his equipment? And I think there is no real feedback I can give, because this is purely made out of analog stuff in a live session, and I think you cannot really replicate the entire track again. And this is something I really, really, really appreciate here. I know that Oliver really loves this track, so maybe he can talk
Hell
about
yes.
this too.
Yeah, man. Where should I start? I was definitely immediately in love with this track. It sounds it's the most analog sounding track of all tracks we received. I'm still wondering what he's using. It sounds like he's using a Buchla system with spring reverb. There is some mono stuff going on, which sounds super interesting. It sounds like he's recording from analog into, I don't know, Russian tube mixer. It's really crazy. I love it. The reverb is insane. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's just using the integrated Logic reverb. I don't know.
I think it was using Ableton though.
Okay, Ableton. But yeah, I was immediately in love with the song. It's super artsy. It sounds like he's playing, I don't know. Yeah, this should be played from a vinyl.
Exactly.
From vinyl.
Exactly.
You know? Imagine being in a club. There's the DJ is playing this from a vinyl over a big sound system. And you're gone. Amazing.
I think it's hard to explain. Like, if you would have shown me this track, like, for example, 10 years ago, I would have said, like, what is this garbage? Like, because I couldn't understand, like, what's happening inside the track, and, like, how he produced the track, and what, like, it's just insane, man. Like, to understand, like, everything that is happening, to understand, like, how hard it is to create this kind of music, it's something that you need experience for to understand, in my opinion. I think you cannot play this track to my mom, for example. She would be like, what is that? Like, you know? Yeah. It's really but I actually love it.
Yeah, is he in the chat?
I don't think he's in the chat, no.
Okay. No. It's not about picking a loop and putting it inside the DAW.
Yeah.
It's programming, sequencing, and yeah, we are addicted to, my opinion, to synthesis. Like we made presets with Sub 37, ARP Odyssey, and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to ask him for some detailed hardware.
Yeah.
I think. Wait, he sent. He is owning a Mini Logue, a TR8. What is there too? Let me see. Oh my god, everything is wired. I don't know. I just love the fact that everything is analog, and yeah, that's basically it. Really, really cool track, man. Like the most analog sounding track that we received, to be honest. Yes. I think we can go on with Vicious, right? This is the last track today.
Yeah.
And after that, we're gonna announce like who our personal top 5 and yeah, the winner is basically. Ooh. That was it. That was it. So
Yeah.
Vicious Beyond Time. I know this guy's in chat, but I have no idea where he's coming from. Where do I start? So I think we have the same as with the Blankvision guy. I think the low end isn't on point here. He's from Brazil. Oh my god.
Wow. Brazilian.
Olá, bom dia. Bom dia. Where's Alex Stein when you need him? He could have talked perfect Portuguese now. Yeah, I think Zeltak says nice track, just a little bit too long for my preferences. I think having long tracks is not a big problem because in clubs you basically have more time to mix them. Obviously, this kind of music is not what people are listening to on Spotify or in radio or whatever. It's clear that it's not made for radio. In my opinion, wait, let me just. So first of all, like the way he used Matteo's vocal sample is insane, in my opinion. Matteo actually sounds really good there. This is something that's really hard to achieve. No, but the way he used the sample here. Like the reverb and everything is like I just like the entire part here. I just think that there is again a low end mixing problem in my opinion. Like when you're listening to this track on loudspeakers, there's just bass and kick drum missing in my opinion. Maybe Oliver is basically the best engineer of all three of us, so maybe he can give some feedback here.
Yeah, it's a bit boomy, you know, when you turn up the speakers it gets not that tight and clear how it should be.
It gets muddy in the low end.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so that's a problem, but all in all I also really like the track. I'm not a big fan of these belts at the beginning, but that's my taste. I'm always not the biggest fan when it comes to belts. But that's plug synth sounds, which is playing kind of triplets like that reminds me of that Tenet soundtrack from that Christopher Nolan.
Oh, you mean movie. Tenet, the movie?
Yeah. So nice element. So yeah, really cool track. Mixdown could be improved. Here and there some elements. Yeah, but all in all, it's.
Wow, he said that was nice, my inspiration, but... Oliver. Wow. I actually haven't seen the movie. But a lot of people said I have to watch it, but yeah. Cinemas are closed.
You have to watch it. Yeah, you have to watch it in the cinema because the soundtrack is so loud and so immense.
Okay, when are they opening cinemas again in Germany?
I don't know.
In 5 years or whatever?
Next year, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe you can on Spotify you can listen the soundtrack.
Yeah, but I want to watch. I want to watch too.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But again, Matteo, do you have something to say about this track?
Yeah, I like this one. Is one of my favorite. Of all the tracks we received, and I like the kick and the synth after my vocal.
Wait, I'm just gonna play it. Yeah, it's like I if I remember right, Matteo and I said that this track has to be in the top 10, and we had to like how do you say it? We had to tell Oliver. Yeah, we had to convince Oliver that this track is top 10 worthy.
Because I'm always pretty picky when it comes to mixdowns.
So because Oliver is the engineer from us. Yeah. Like he's the guy that does the mastering and the mixing of every single sample and every single sample demo and everything. Yeah. So
it's hard to enjoy tracks when the bass is like rolling.
So he's basically the hard German guy that you have to convince all the time. In terms of mixdown. But yeah, guys, let's not like push this to the limit. It's we already streamed for more than 2 hours, and I like
crazy.
I remember me saying at 5 p.m. today, let's make it a short stream, like around an hour. I was like, okay, not happening. So wait, let me get back to the list. Thank you for the feedbacks. Yeah, much appreciate, man. Thank you for participating and thanking for. Oh, by the way, guys, thank you everyone so much for supporting us in every way possible by whatever, using our samples, buying our samples. We love what we're doing.
These tracks.
Yeah, exactly. And we love what we are doing, and we actually had some problems due to Corona sometimes, but we just pushed through it, and thanks to you guys, we can keep on doing what we do, and thank you for that. Really appreciate it. And let's just hope that this Corona bullshit is over soon.
ASAP,
yeah, which doesn't really happen, but yeah, let's just hope for it.
Let's get to the important, interesting part.
So the important, interesting part is maybe you guys can think about choosing a top 5 out of those 10 tracks. It's basically impossible. Like, So the problem for us was, like, me and Matteo wanted to have this one track inside the top 5, and Oliver was like, no, this one has to be in there. And then we compared them, and Oliver said this isn't good there, and we said this isn't good there, and blah blah blah. In the end, we just said, okay, fuck it, we just gonna give two tracks the top, like the 5th place. And yeah, I'm just gonna say it. So one of the 5th place, which means you will get a €50 gift card for our sample shop. You just have to, like, send me a text message or send the Engineering Samples Instagram the Instagram account a text message, so I can set up everything in our store. So you both, the 5th place will get a €50 gift card for our store, and this is basically Vicius with Beyond Time, and it was Blankvision with Zalmoxis. And the only reason why both of you are on top 5 is because both of your low ends are a bit muddy or lacking, and this gives you both the possibility to get a prize. Because if one of you guys had a better mix down, that would have been like the guaranteed 5th place, and the other one would have been like out of the top 5. So you basically supported yourself or each other with having a bad, like, not bad, but not like a perfect mix down. I think this is it. So 4th place is also a €50 gift card, but maybe we can stock this up to €60 because it's 5th place. And 4th place is, 5th place is €50, and 4th place is, then let's just say €60. We just said it will be 50, but we are just gonna raise it to €60, and Oliver can announce who the 4th place is.
Yes. So the 4th place is Charles Davies. It was, that's amazing track with a little bit too much going on. But yeah.
Matteo, do you want to announce the 3rd? Wait, let me just write in chat. So 5th place is Blankvision plus Vicius. 4th place is Charles Davies. I think Charles Davies was one of the only ones who didn't have Instagram, and I couldn't reach him on Facebook. So let's see if he actually gets notified about that. Let's just do it like this. We're just gonna skip through the 5th place and the 4th place again, so everyone hears like what our top 5 is. So basically, this is a 5th place here. Damn, after the stream, I'm gonna listen to all of those tracks again. Okay, so Vicious, we just listened to that. Damn, bro, this could have been a top 3 with a better mix down. No, but same for the other guy. Yeah. Damn, I hope you guys aren't like sad or something that you only reached top 5, but this is a really, really, really big achievement. Like, we got so many submissions, and this
it took some time to discuss this.
And yeah, so 4th place was Charles Davies with Dissolution. So good. Yeah. This track had to be top 5. There's no way around it, in my opinion. Really, really good job, man. I know that he's not in chat, and I know that we somehow have to reach him, but this is one of my favorite tracks ever. And the 3rd prize of the entire contest was the Arturia keystep. I could show it to you, but it's already, like, I boxed it already inside a big box, so I can ship it immediately. And I don't want to reopen the box now. So Arturia keystep plus a 30 euro gift card for our Engineering Samples store. And I think actually the best person to announce this is Oliver.
Yeah,
because he basically wanted to have this track on the number 1 spot, but
yeah,
Oliver and I had.
It was a long decision.
Yeah, it was a super long decision, man.
Yeah, but it's finally Cailum Staats. I love it. Yeah, there's nothing to say. It's a sick track. Hope you guys understand this. It was difficult, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should say some additional information, because Oliver has some like artist projects where like he is doing some analog live set stuff too, and we actually we have been to a concert of Stefan Bozin of a live set, not a DJ set, but a live set, and it was insane. We have been on a concert of who was that? That guy that played before Moderat in Amsterdam. Like everything was wired. Like this entire set was a live set and was insane. I forgot the name.
Yeah, I forgot the name too.
There's
Monolink.
Might be. I think it was Monolink or something. Yeah, but we actually appreciate, and we know how much work it is to make live music, and make live music with hardware synthesizers and sync everything and make everything. Yeah, Florian Meintel is a super example too. For example, like creating live music is not really easy. You have to appreciate it, and if you use our samples in that way he did, it has to be top 3 in my opinion.
Yeah. Definitely.
And yeah, we actually discussed the top 3 a lot. Like the top 5 was okay, but then
we changed it like every day.
Yeah, top 3 was Cailum Staats was on 1, then was 3, then was 2, 3 again, then 4, then 3 again. And so Cailum Staats, you will get an Arturia keystep plus a 30 euro gift card. I know this guy is not watching, but I know this guy is following us on Instagram, so he probably will realize tomorrow. So congratulations. The 2nd prize is the Behringer Pro 1. I think Matteo owns one of those himself, and he's using it for some samples. Plus a 50 euro gift card. And we chose this Behringer Pro 1 because we think it's a really, really good clone. I think Behringer does a really good job recently. Like they actually like, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago they started releasing like really cool synthesizers and stuff. And actually those synthesizers are actually good. They are cheap and good.
Yeah, for that money you don't get anything close to this.
Yeah. same.
Yeah.
And Matteo creates sick samples with that. So it's a really, really good synth in my opinion. And so the second prize is a Behringer Pro 1 plus a €50 gift card. And Matteo, you can please announce who that is?
Yeah, the second place is for PanDem.
PanDem, the guy from Amsterdam, our neighbors. Amsterdam, yes. Wait, what was his name in chat? It was
Sushi.
Sulat. Let's just listen. Oh wait, did we listen to Cailum Staats? No, we didn't. So this was third place. Man, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good.
It's so driving.
Yeah, I don't know, like guys, if you don't like this kind of music, you just like shut down the windows, make the room dark, close your eyes, whatever, and just listen to it. And you don't have to really like it, but just try to understand it. It's really, really insane. Like this track is really insane, man. Cannot get over it. So second place was PanDem with a track called Engineering Samples Contest.
Yeah, you should keep the title for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Lean back and enjoy kind of music. Exactly. And understand. Like, the understanding part is really important there, I think. Damn, man. I remember, like, I think it was like last week or something. I was driving to my parents and I was listening to this track in my car. And I was vibing so hard, man. Like that was so cool, man. Like I actually love this track.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, and I think it deserves number 2 in my opinion. Like the mix down is good. The low end is fine. Like actually, I have no idea what to say about this besides good job, man.
Yeah.
And
great job, man.
Yeah, he just said I will work on it a bit more and we'll send it again with a proper title. Wait, why? The title is fine, dude. Like just call the track Entering Samples Contest. It's fine. And now we have to talk about number 1, but I actually just decided that I will keep the Moog grandmother myself and I will just stop streaming. So see you guys.
I want it.
No, you won't get it. I will just.
I know where you live, bro.
No. So by the way, Cailum Staats and PanDem, please hit me up on Instagram. I mean the Entering Samples account on Instagram, and I will we have to talk about some details and stuff because like I don't know how it works sending a hardware synthesizer to Ireland now with Brexit and all that stuff. Like we have to talk about that. So PanDem will get a Behringer Pro 1 plus the €50 gift card for our store, and the first prize is a Moog grandmother and €100 gift card. And we just give out the €100 gift card. I would say, Oliver, what do you mean? What do you think? We just keep the Moog and just sample the shit out of it and
I would love to, yeah, but we are honest guys. Maybe
yeah, I am honest. I want to keep it. I'm honest.
maybe there are some sample companies out there which would keep it, but of course.
So I think number one spot wasn't a really hard decision because, like, as I told in the beginning, we said to each other, like, you have to choose your top 10. Oliver chooses his top 10. Matteo chooses his top 10. I'm choosing my top 10. And basically, our number one out of this top 10 was the same on everyone. Like, every one of us had this track on number one. And we actually instantly knew, like, who will win the contest, like, right after we talked about our top 10s. I think every spot below that was super hard for us. But this track actually was crystal clear from the beginning. It might be personal preference because, like, every one of those 10 tracks is insanely good. And maybe Oliver, Matteo, and I have the same taste. Or whatever. Because in terms of engineering, in terms of creativity, in terms of mix down,
arrangement.
There's a small margin in difference to other tracks. It's just personal taste, I think. So please don't be sad if you are not in the top 5. And basically, congratulations to Chris Bygrove to Canada this time. You have been our, like, all-time favorite track, like, right from the beginning. Like, I was skipping through every submission, and basically, you have been the track. Like, the first moment I heard your track, I knew this is just insane. Like, it gave me Afterlife vibes. It reminded me of the Afterlife party we visited in Amsterdam. It reminds me a lot of, like, the music I'm listening to myself. Everything is just fucking perfect, man. Like, there's, like, the arrangement is perfect. I don't know, it's 100% my personal taste. Maybe this is why I really like it, but I think there is nothing to add besides put, like, a week more. Like, give this track 1 week, work on it 1 week, and you can send it actually to proper labels, and this is my honest opinion, and you will get a response 100%. And if not, hit me up, and we will help you, like, 100%. Trust me, this is I actually love this track.
Yeah, amazing one, man. So, congrats, Chris. Amazing track. I think we listened a couple of times to this.
I think I listened to this track like once a week, once a day for the last 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, and it's fun to listen to it in the studio, on big speakers, on headphones. It sounds great. So it's
yeah,
amazing,
and please, everyone, before everyone leaves now, because we announced the number one, please don't be mad. Thank you very, very much for participating. We actually never thought that we will get such a big response from the contest at all. And so we actually already decided that we are going to do this once a year from now on. And we, I think maybe next year, if we even grow more, we can put like even bigger prices on the line. So maybe the contest will... Huh?
Maybe a car.
No. Yeah, you will win. Like, yeah, of course, a car. Yeah.
A Tesla.
Calm down, bro. Calm down.
Maybe a Moog Matriarch. Then.
For example,
the bigger one.
Maybe a grandmother is the second prize. Then we will see. Like, who knows? Maybe a original 303. No. Not happening.
Yeah, but you guys definitely have sent us some footage or video material what you are doing with the synth. That would be cool to see.
Yeah, please Chris, we have to discuss even more because sending stuff to Canada from Germany is a bit complicated. But we will manage it somehow. And again, thank you guys very, very much for supporting us. Thank you for this very, very successful contest. And congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations to everyone who like just got a mention today, because I think we had so many submissions that being an auto mention is a really, really good accomplishment, in my opinion. And yeah, I cannot say thank you, and I don't know. I'm actually super thankful, and we're just gonna close the stream now. Thank you very, very much, everyone. And while closing the stream, we just gonna play the number 1 track again, and then hopefully we see us soon on Instagram or whatever. And stay healthy, don't get corona, and take care. Thank you guys again. Thank you very, very much, and we see us pretty soon, hopefully. So stay tuned and follow us. We're gonna do a lot of stuff. And by the way, we just released a new vocal pack where Matteo, me, Oliver, and Matteo's girlfriend are actually singing and all that stuff. And then the outcome, in my opinion, is really, really insane. Just a
that was fun.
Just a small promotion in the end of the stream. Check out our new vocal pack, guys. Yeah, thanks again, and we see us soon. Peace.
Yes.
Yeah.